Giannis had reportedly a polite way of saying, trade me, or I'd be open to a trade. When does the market start? Where I guess has it started officially of
Yes.
teams proposing?
Yes. I don't think you'll see a significant big move with the star player until there's clarity on what happens with Giannis. Um, and nor should there be, because this could go a lot of different ways. And I do think, by the way, like I may not have the best information on this. I'm not saying that I do. I don't think that Giannis is 100% said I'm out of Milwaukee yet. I think that
Okay.
would be I think that would be a mistake to assume that.
Okay.
Do I think that there's a growing possibility that he is going to want out? I do. And I think that the league does. In fact, frankly, Dan, the league has been watching this for a year. Um, I'm not saying that there are teams that have like haltered their organization to wait for this, but for a year, I mean, even at the trade deadline, there were teams who were like, you know what, let's just chill, or let's just do this deal instead of this deal, just in case we see Giannis available. People were keeping an eye on this for a year. And then when Dame unfortunately had that injury, the anybody who would be a Giannis suitor applied the brakes to anything serious. And we'll see. I think as the playoffs go on and we get closer to the draft season, there will be an increasing tension that grips the league on waiting for Giannis to make a signal about whether he wants to leave. And then if he wants to leave, is there a place or places he wants to go? And is he going to have control? Those are big, important decisions that are going to happen. And I think you could even, this isn't an ironclad thing. It's all evolving, but you could even have a player like Kevin Durant sort of sitting on the tarmac, waiting to see what happens with his future until Giannis's future gets tied up. Not guaranteed, but you could see some teams that Durant would have interest in, Giannis potentially having interest in, and you're not getting both.
Give me the team, though, you think has the assets to be able to pull this off. We always look at trades from one perspective. It's like, man, they could get him if they give up these guys. We never look at the other side. So Milwaukee's got to be intrigued by this. Who could get their attention?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that Milwaukee has been working on this. Again, not that if their general manager John Horst was here, he would attest to this, but the whole league has been thinking about Giannis for a year. My guess is for some period of time, the Bucks, maybe not on their main whiteboard in the front of their office, but there's a secret computer file somewhere where they have a list of interesting trades they'd like to make. The team that stands out with a bright, fresh, flashing light is San Antonio, because San Antonio has a couple of things that are very possible a Giannis trade. First off, Dan, in the modern NBA, in the apron era, and I understand fans' frustration. I have several friends who are big NBA fans who like snap at me and go, "Nobody understands this apron stuff. Nobody cares about it. Stop talking about it." Unfortunately, that's just the truth. In the modern NBA game, it's very hard, not impossible, but it's very hard to have three gigantic salaries, 50 million plus salaries. And if you do, all three of those guys better be awesome, because you can't fill out the rest of your roster. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's extremely difficult. And to invest in that, to go that route right now is very hard. So San Antonio has something that is extremely attractive, is that they have a star player in Victor Wembanyama, who is on his rookie contract for several more years. And then even if he does get the max contract, his max will be sort of lower down. It's just like what happened with the San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy, right? They were able to build out their team because one of their best players was making one of the cheapest contracts. So they have that. They have a star player on the minimum or on a rookie sale contract. They have young pieces in-house that would interest anybody, including Stephon Castle, who just won Rookie of the Year. And they are loaded with future draft assets, including 2 lottery picks in this draft and the number 2 pick. And they have large salaries on their roster that can make a trade, you could equal it. And so if you're Milwaukee, one of the most important things I have to say before anybody goes to the trade machine, if you think Milwaukee is tanking, you've got it wrong. Milwaukee cannot tank. They do not control their first round pick for the next 5 years. So if they make a Giannis trade, even if it is beautiful for 4 years from now and it results in them winning 17 games next year, they're going to have a party in New Orleans because that's who controls their pick. They have to have a real team on the other side of it, unless they go to New Orleans and make the deal for Giannis and get their picks back. They have to have a real team on the other side of it. So San Antonio can give them real players. They can give them young players, and they can give them draft picks. That's the golden triangle. What we don't know is whether Giannis wants to play in San Antonio. And what we also don't know is if that's going to be a priority. If Giannis says to the Bucks, okay, I'd like to be traded, whether or not they're going to work together. I would suspect that they would, but I don't know for sure. So you have a team like San Antonio. You also could put Houston in that boat. Houston has some of the same advantages, but San Antonio is farther ahead. If I was Giannis, though, Dan, and I saw the way the league was going, and I saw the unfortunate situation that just happened in Boston,
Oh,
I would
I'd
want to
stay
stay
east. Oh, absolutely.